Good evening and welcome. I would like to open the public portion of the April 29th, 2026 Richfield Park Board of Education meeting. The time is now 7:07 p.m. Let's begin with a salute to the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dr. Hayes, may I please ask you to read the Open Public Meetings Act?
The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interests is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, the Ridgefield Park Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted in the Bergen Record, Star Ledger, Municipal Building, Board of Education offices, and district website. Public participation instructions. Public participation will be conducted both in person and virtually through Zoom. All public will be muted throughout the meeting. Public participation comments are limited to 5 minutes. The public will be able to speak and be seen by the board when participating virtually, telephonically via Zoom. Individuals participating virtually that wish to make comments during public participation will need to raise their hand by clicking the blue hand icon at the bottom of their Zoom window. Individuals participating by telephone that wish to make comments during public participation will need to hit *9 on their telephone to raise their hand. The Business Administrative Board Secretary will then unmute individuals one at a time to speak in the order that their hand was raised.
Thank you, sir. May I please have a roll call?
Trustee Coloma.
Here.
Trustee Kraft. Trustee Feitros.
We're not letting him in?
Trustee McNeil.
Here.
Trustee Malul. Here. Trustee Rodriguez.
Here.
Trustee Schmidt.
Here.
Trustee Velez.
Here.
Trustee Orth.
Here.
President Martinez.
Here, we have a quorum. We have no minutes to move, and the board did not receive any formal correspondence from the public this month. So we will move on to subcommittee reports. Buildings and Grounds, Trustee Velez.
Good evening. The Buildings and Grounds met on May 20th, 2026 at 5 p.m. In attendance were Dr. Vespignani, Ms. Triglia, Dr. Hayes, Mr. Igu, myself, Ms. Orth, and Ms. Schmidt. Items on the agenda were budget update. Dr. Vespignani informed the board that the preliminary budget has been submitted to the county and we are awaiting their response. We spoke at length about the long-range facilities plan, and we received some clarification as to what it means. It's a 5-year roadmap that outlines the school district facilities needs, including enrollment projections, building capacity, existing infrastructure, and planned construction or renovation projects. The district completed its long-range facilities plan in 2021 and updated it again in 2024. Our RIDE grant update, high school ROD is almost completed. We just need to connect an AC in the kitchen and the teacher's cafeteria. Grant and Roosevelt schools are now focusing on their air conditioning for the gymnasium. Our next meeting is scheduled for May 4th, 2026. This is my report.
Thank you, Trustee Velez. Excellent report. Finance and Insurance, Trustee McNeil.
Thank you. The Finance and Insurance Committee met on the 20th. Dr. Vespignani, Ms. Triglia, Dr. Hayes, Mr. Matisich, myself, Dr. Martinez, Ms. Rodriguez, and Ms. Velez were all in attendance. We reviewed the budget update. At that point, it was only submitted to the Executive County Superintendent with the required narrative. Tonight, it's on our agenda. We also talked about the long-range facility plan, the bills list, transfers, cash report, and board secretary report. The only item coming out of that group of reports that still needs to be looked at is Fund 90 payroll account and payroll agency account. which will be looked into for our next meeting. Our next meeting is May 4th.
Thank you. Faculty and Programs, Trustee Rodriguez.
Good evening. The FMP Personnel Committee met on April 21st, 2026. The meeting started at 5 o'clock and ended at 5:38. Dr. V, Ms. Triglia, Ms. Wright, myself, Dr. Martinez, Ms. Kraft, Trustee Kraft, and Trustee Coloma were in attendance. The committee discussed several notable items that are presented in tonight's agenda. Dr. V provided an update regarding the payroll management manager position and staff non-renewals. Trustee Kraft inquired whether continued support is available for families after completing the FAFSA process. Dr. V followed up with the committee, confirming that a support system is available for families after they complete the application process. Dr. V also informed the committee that recommendation for the coaching position for 2026-2027 school year will be presented on the May board agenda. I'm sorry, May board meeting. Next meeting, May 5th, 2026.
Thank you very much. The Policy Committee did not meet this month, but will be meeting shortly. Negotiations, Trustee McNeil.
Thank you. The negotiations team met twice. Once was an internal meeting on the 27th, attended by Dr. Vespiani, Mr. Disler, Dr. Martinez, Ms. Velez, and Mr. Feitros to prepare for the meeting on 4/28 with the RPEA. At that meeting, Dr. Martinez, myself, and Mr. Disler represented the board, and the RPEA has declared an impasse, so we will be going to mediation for that contract.
Thank you very much, Trustee McNeil. And I know that this crowd is not here to hear those wonderful reports, although they were fascinating. I was on the edge of my seat. We will now move to Superintendent's report.
Thank you, President Martinez, and good evening. First, I respectfully submit the HIB report that was presented to the board in executive session. As noted on the agenda for this evening in my report, we have some exciting recognition. I wanted to first welcome our athletic director, Mr. Mike Ramundi, to come up and lead the Winter Athletics recognition for some really great accomplishments. Mr. Ramundi, thank you.
Hello, is that good?
Yep.
All righty. Well, thank you. It's always exciting when I get the note from Dr. V to, get my stuff together for the athletic presentations. It's an exciting time of year. We had a really, really good winter this year. We had a lot of teams competing at a high level. It was a lot of fun to watch. I'll start with the teams that are here tonight, and then we'll go kind of to the individuals. But with that, we'll get two birds with one stone. We'll start with first, I'd like to recognize, and if she would come up and stand next to me right now, Coach Amanda Lax for the girls basketball team. So Coach Lax achieved an impressive milestone of 100 victories as a coach here in Richfield Park for the girls basketball program. She'll be honored in about 2 weeks at the Century Club dinner. We'll have a few of our coaches there, which is going to be nice. They honor coaches that reach, 100, 200, 300, but to reach 100 victories in your respective sport is not an easy thing to do. And Coach Lax stepped in as a head coach of a program that has a pretty storied tradition here. So the expectations are extremely high, and she meets and exceeds those expectations every year. We're very fortunate in Richfield Park to have all of our coaches in district. It's a really nice thing to see, and you don't see that all the time. And Coach Lax gives us everything she's got in the fall and the winter. It's a year-round job that these coaches have now, and she puts her nose to the grindstone and gets it done. And you see that hard work. It pays off for these kids that compete at a high level. And We want to give these kids, our athletes, an opportunity to compete at a high level, and our coaches do that. And I'm forever grateful to them for that. They make me look pretty good as an athletic director because they do all the work, So with that being said, I'd like to ask the girls to come up here to stand with Coach. Okay. And the girls this year, they won the American division in the Big North Conference, which is a great feat. They won a first round state game this year. We had, from an all county perspective, we had third team all county Val Arsena, who's a sophomore, and she did a great job this year, as well as the rest of the team, really competing at a high level where we're consistently ranked in the county. And these girls do a good job, but it's a reflection of the work that gets put in each day that's demanded of them by their coaching staff, which Coach Lax, Coach Pavin is here tonight. And they do such a good job, and we're so grateful for them. So, girls, I'd like to thank you for that. And Jade, where's Jade? Jade, hello. Coach Martinez, too. How do I forget that? All right. So with that being said, I'm going to ask Nadia to come up here to stand next to me at the podium. Nadia, as well as achieving 100 victories in basketball, Nadia achieved the feat of scoring over 1,000 points in her career. She totaled 1,194 points. That is not an easy thing to do. It's quite the accomplishment. And like the reflection of her coaches, right? Hard work pays off. And not that all the girls don't work hard, but Nadia put a lot of work and time into her game. She suffered a pretty severe injury in your sophomore season, right? She tore her Achilles, which is kind of uncommon for a teenager to do. Rehab, battled back, worked hard, really set an example of how you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and move forward when you face adversity. So Nadia is already ahead of the game in life, because if she carries that work ethic with her into college and into her life, she's going to be unstoppable. So we would like to congratulate Nadia, Coach Lax, and the girls basketball team. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to call up Coach Seuss. I lost my notes. So Coach Seuss is another coach that we are so fortunate to have here in Richfield Park. He's currently right now the head coach of 3 of our sports programs. His main sport, the one that we really wanted him for to begin with, is wrestling. And a couple of years ago, there was no candidates for volleyball. So I had a conversation with Coach, and I said, hey, you want to take a shot at volleyball? And we enjoy a nice relationship with Pagoda, and Coach DeRupo over there is a pretty high-level volleyball coach. So Coach Seuss learned the game, went to clinics, really, did a great job. He's doing a great job with our volleyball program, and he's now currently our softball coach. But he achieved his 100th career victory in wrestling this year, which, like I said, I'm repeating myself, but it's worth repeating, is not an easy thing to do. When you're winning 100 dual meets with kids that we have that don't go to clubs and all that kind of stuff. We get them kind of in middle school, high school when they start wrestling, and he does a good job developing good wrestlers, both male and female. Our girls wrestling program right now is one of the best in the county, is leading in numbers, and that sport's only growing. And Coach Seuss has had a huge part in the growth of girls wrestling in Bergen County. So he's a go-getter, nose to the grindstone kind of guy, which is the kind of coaches I like to hire. And I'd like to congratulate Coach Seuss on his 100 wins. All right, I'd like to call up Coach Gaskin, Coach McIsaac, and the boys basketball team. So Coach Gaskin's going to be mad at me, but it's all right. He'll get over it. Coach Gaskin this year put a feather in the cap of a 33-year career here at Ridgefield Park as a basketball coach. 24 of those being as the head coach. He has decided that he is going to be retiring as the coach of the Ridgefield Park Scarlets. And, you know, for me as the athletic director, he's going to be missed. As the athletic director, I was a little upset with him, but as his friend, I couldn't be happier for him to go out his way, because he deserves to do that with all the time and dedication he's put in over a 33-year period of time here in Ridgefield Park. So congratulations to Coach Gaskin on his next step. So this season, the boys had a pretty tremendous year. Division champs, 25-5 overall record. They were state section semifinalists, and they were the Bergen Invitational Tournament champions, which is a pretty big deal. You know, you got the Bergen County Jamboree, which has been kind of taken over by the non-publics, and you get to the Invitational, which is kind of like what the old tournament used to be like. And we went there and we beat Ramsey in the final, who was the actual Group 2 state champion this year. So that's a really, really tremendous accomplishment that they pulled off as a team this year. And we had some pretty good accolades on the county level. So you had first team all county Group 1 and 2, Nick Cartagena. He was also second team all county, all groups in Bergen County. That's Nick Cartagena. And third team all North Jersey, Nick was as well. And I'd like to recognize senior Francisco then, who was nominated as a first team all leaguer, but showed some of the best leadership skills that I've seen in an athlete here in my 26 years here. He's up there with the best of the best with that. And I appreciate that as an athletic director, the way he represents his school in the uniform. And he's going to be missed, but he'll be playing football at the next level in college. So thank you to Francisco for that. So all in all, that's the recap for the winter sports season in athletics. It was an exciting one. We are in the thick of the spring season right now, which is going well as well. And I'd like to thank you guys for having me here tonight and wish you a good evening. Good to see everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Ramundi. And again, congratulations to our coaches and our scholar athletes on all these really great team and individual accolades. Always great to hear. Also on the agenda, we have the Elks Essay Contest recognition. I'd like to welcome Ms. Candy Ramba, who will lead this portion of the presentation.
Good evening. Thank you so much for having me here tonight. Just had to check that both my winners were here. I'm here representing the Elks in town. We had an essay contest that we participate in every year. And we're proud to say we had a few winners. First, I have Aviana from Lincoln School. She was the 6th grade winner, the largest 6th grade winner. If you could come up, Aviana. I have a certificate from the lodge we'd like to take a picture with later, and also a Amazon gift card. Thank you very much. Yeah, you can take a picture maybe with Mr. Carter later. Miss Dr. Sparrow, I'm sorry. And our other winner is from Roosevelt. Rania, if I say it right? Rania. Rania was our 5th grade winner, but she was also winner in the district also for 5th grade essays. So Rania, can you please come up for yours? She has a certificate from our local Elks, and she has 2 gift certificates, one for the General Lodge or local lodge, and one from the county. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ramba. And again, congratulations to our Elks contest recipients and to their families. I also wanted to thank our elementary principals, Mr. Cadam and Dr. Frauer, for joining to support their students as well. I still have some additional items as part of my superintendent's report, just some news coming out of the elementary schools as I do at each board meeting. We also have our student reps, but before we do that, I thought maybe just a brief pause if Anyone wanted to stay, you absolutely can. But if you wanted to excuse yourself at this time, again, congratulations to all of our winners. Very well. And to continue my report, coming from our pre-K 6 schools, author Lauren Tarshish, famous author of the I Survived series, provided 2 assemblies and a book signing at Lincoln School. Lincoln's 6th graders competed against staff in the annual basketball game on April 16th. The staff came out victorious during this fun, engaging fundraiser. Several fifth and sixth graders at Lincoln have been participating in the Autism Awareness Project, where they are modeling with ASD classes during recess. And all of the elementary schools are gearing up for the NJSLA statewide assessment, which will begin on May 7th. At Grant School, they enjoyed a visit from the Mid-Bergen Regional Commission, who did a workshop titled Move and Groove for students in pre-K to 6th. And Coastal Wilds visited Grant School for a school-wide assembly. They wrote a variety of animals and explained their habitat and how they contribute to the ecosystem they live in. The fan favorites were the chinchilla and the baby kangaroo. Congratulations to Roosevelt 4th grader, Mikael Martinez, for being a finalist in the My County poster contest through the county clerk's office. His poster will be included in the county clerk's election calendar. And finally, at Roosevelt School, they had the PTA had the annual spring book fair. As always in the spring, the program was a buy one get one free. I'd like to welcome our student reps for their reports. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening. My name is Zaid Awauda. I am a senior class officer.
And I'm Cyan Harewood Akinrelli, a junior class officer. We're both happy to be here reporting tonight.
This past month has been very eventful for the Scarlets. To begin, I wanted to give a quick recap about our spring sports. The spring track team has completed the relay and dual meet part of the season and will be headed to the division, county, and state championship in the next few weeks. Several relay teams were very successful and placed at the relays, including the boys javelin and hurdle relay and the girls 4x100 sprint medley.
The Scarlet softball team is young and in a rebuilding season, but senior Ivanica Perso is looking to join an elite group by recording 100 career hits. She needs 8 more hits this season to hit the mark.
The Scarlets Bucks baseball team, after Monday's 1-0 win versus Cliffside Park, is now 11-4 on the season. The team is led on the mound by junior Andrew Garcia, who has a record of 3-2 with a 1.59 ERA, and sophomore JD Fucci, who is 3-0 with a 1.61 ERA. Junior Andrew Garcia just surpassed 100 career strikeouts during a start versus Saddlebrook on April 18th. Offensively, we are led by sophomore Justin Malando, who has an average .383 with 24 RBIs and 16 stolen bases, as well as Andrew Garcia, who is hitting .367 with 18 RBIs. Overall, the team has been playing solid baseball and hoping to continue their winning ways as they qualify for the county tournament as well as the state tournament.
Now shifting to our Scarlet's recent school events. On Thursday, April 23rd was Bring Your Child to Work Day. The high school had over 40 children present. The student government advisors organized a fun-filled day for the kids, while the officers helped facilitate all of the activities. Their day started with a welcoming breakfast with Miss Ruiz. Then there was the opportunity to go to the library for coloring and puzzles with Miss Quinn. Midday, they made their way down to the gym where Mr. Q brought all the energy with music and dodgeball. This was followed by a nature walk with Miss Hot and ice pops on the patio with Miss Pucciarelli. Finally, Mr. Bunger gave all kids the chance to make their own chocolate chip cookies in the state-of-the-art kitchen. These honorary Scarlets and their parents were very thankful for the amazing day.
The 2026 Student Showcase was a resounding success, drawing a large crowd from the community to Richfield Park Junior High School on April 22nd. The event provided a comprehensive look at student achievement, featuring a diverse array of work ranging from multidisciplinary projects to high-energy aviation demos. Highlights of the evening included performing arts. Attendees enjoyed a series of musical performances presented by the Royal Scarlets and dynamic drama and media showtimes. Visual and culinary arts. The art gallery walk offered a professional level exhibition of student work, while the Chirp Cafe hosted coffee with the mayor alongside a variety of culinary creations. Academic innovation. The halls were filled with class and club presentations, film screenings, and interactive displays that showcased the year's academic growth.
The high level of engagement from families and local residents underscored the strong connection between the school and the Richfield Park community, making it a proud night for the entire student body. Additionally, in a heartfelt National Honor Society ceremony, students moved beyond academic accolades to publicly honor the educators who served as their most vital mentors. Through vulnerable tribute speeches and a symbolic rose, the inductees expressed how these teachers provided the emotional sanctuary and personal belief necessary for their success. The event served as a powerful reminder that the true legacy of teaching is found in the lifelong competence and character instilled within each student.
Other events that occurred in the last month included the 7th grade trip to American Dreams Water Park Universe and the 8th grade trip to Nickelodeon Universe. The 9th and 10th grade hosted a fun game night organized by their class advisors and class officers. Additionally, students in Miss Cameron's Human Anatomy and Physiology class attended a trip to the Liberty Science Center to watch a live kidney transplant surgery. This was an exciting opportunity to interact with operating room staff at Cooperman Barnabas Medical Center during a live kidney transplant surgery. The program focused not only on the surgery, but also on kidney disease, careers in the field, and organ and tissue donation. Thank you for listening about some highlights from this last month at RPHS.
Wonderful. As always, thank you for the report, and I was glad to hear that you had included the recent showcase. I had the pleasure of attending, and we have such talented students here, and it was really wonderful to have an opportunity for them to showcase their work. President Martinez, this concludes my report. I think we can let the student reps go at this time, so you can get some rest for tomorrow. Thanks for joining.
Thank you. I want to just comment to Dr. Vespignani, also to the board. The National Honor Society induction ceremony is one of my favorite because the students get a chance to speak to their teachers and call out their teachers who made a difference. And I wondered if we could think of creative ways to have a wider selection of our student body thank their teachers, right? The kids who go into the National Honor Society are going to do okay. They're going to be fine. But there are so many kids that struggle through school, and the only reason they stay in school is because of a teacher or a coach. And it'd be nice to have more opportunities for the rest of the student body to thank their mentors.
Great. Thank you for that comment. That's something we'll absolutely think through.
Thank you. Tonight we'll be entertaining 3 public comment periods. For the first period, we will invite the public to offer comments on the proposed budget, immediately followed by comments on the rest of the agenda. Finally, after the agenda is voted on, we will offer comments off agenda. So let's begin with public comments period specifically on the proposed budget. And again, please keep your comments to the very generous 5-minute maximum. Do we have anybody on the list or anyone to elevate? No. This is just for comments on the proposed budget. Okay. So with that, I will close the public comments on the budget period, and we will open up comments, citizens' comments on the agenda. Do we have anybody who signed in? Thank you. Do we have anyone to elevate? Is the Wi-Fi working? Okay. Okay, seeing none, I will again, you can find our emails on the board website. If you have questions or would like to have dialogue with board members about why they voted the way they did, please reach out to us individually. So we will now, I'll close the comments on agenda, and we will now move on to agenda items. Trustee Rodriguez, can you please move faculty and programs 1001 to 1006, including the revised field trips 1002?
I so move resolution 1001 to 1006, including 1002, which is the revised field trip.
Second.
Jenny was second. Do you have any questions or comments on faculty and programs? Seeing none, I will just thank Robin Tranny for the donation of the bowling equipment. Apparently it was very well received. And with that, I will ask for a roll call.
Trustee Coloma,
Yes.
trustee Phytros,
Yes.
trustee McNeil,
Yes.
trustee Malul,
Yes.
trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Schmidt,
Yes.
trustee Velez,
Yes.
trustee Orth,
Yes.
President Martinez.
Yes, and the resolutions pass. Trustee Velez, can you please move buildings and grounds 1101 to 1103?
Sure. I so move buildings and grounds 1101 to 1103.
John Malul, second. Do we have any questions or comments on buildings and grounds? Seeing none, can I please have a roll call?
Trustee Coloma,
Yes.
trustee Phytros,
Yes.
trustee McNeil,
Yes.
trustee Malul,
Yes.
trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Schmidt,
Yes.
trustee Velez,
Yes.
trustee Orth,
Yes.
President Martinez.
Yes, and the resolutions pass. Trustee McNeil, can you please move finance and insurance 1201 to 1222, including 1206 to 1212, which are the components of the budget?
I move finance and insurance 1201 to 1222.
Any comments or questions from trustees?
I would just like to make one comment. I wasn't here for the preliminary budget review. I was involved in discussions on it, did watch all of the other trustees' comments that evening, and it is a difficult it's a difficult decision that we make to raise taxes to the extent that we are. And I'm a little disappointed that there was no one from the public commenting on it because it is real money. And I would encourage people in the public to talk to those people in Trenton and in Washington regarding healthcare, because that's one of the biggest things that is driving our need to raise taxes on the people in the village in order to continue to support the students, staff, and buildings in this district to improve student achievement. So just want to make that comment.
Thank you, Trustee McNeil. Anyone else would like to make a comment? On the budget? Okay. So can I have a roll call?
Trustee Coloma,
Yes.
trustee trustee Phytros,
Yes.
trustee McNeil,
Yes.
trustee Malul,
Yes.
trustee Rodriguez,
Yes to all abstention 1201.
trustee Schmidt,
Yes.
trustee Velez,
Yes.
trustee Orth,
Yes.
President Martinez.
Yes, and the resolutions pass. We have no consent agenda. Trustee Rodriguez, can you please move personnel 1401 to 1407, including revised 1403 and 1405?
I so move resolution 1401 to 1407, including the revised 1402,
3 and 5.
Excuse me, yes. Including the revised 1403 and 1405. Thank you.
Second.
Do you have any questions or comments?
I'd like to just make a comment on the retirement of Ms. Montecalvo, long-term math teacher at Ritual Park Senior High School, if my memory serves, junior high school mostly. You know, she's been a great influence in the junior high school, and wish her well on her retirement.
Thank you. Anyone else? I'd also like to thank Ms. Dialto, Ms. Singer, and especially Ms. Montecalvo for her service to the children of this district. We wish you luck in a well-earned retirement. And I'd like to also welcome our new payroll manager, Ms. Martinez, no relation, and our physics teacher, Elvin Wong. I have no doubt that you'll find our students, their parents, and your new colleagues to be passionate, talented, hardworking, and good people. And with that, I'll request a roll call.
Trustee Coloma,
Yes.
trustee Phytros,
Yes.
trustee McNeil,
Yes.
trustee Malul, trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Schmidt,
Yes.
trustee Velez,
Yes.
trustee Orth,
Yes.
President Martinez.
Yes, and the resolutions pass. We will now listen to citizens' comments off agenda. And I would ask that you keep to the very generous 5-minute limit. Do we have anyone to elevate? I guess we have no one to elevate. Again, we invite you to reach out to any one of us with questions or comments. Our emails are on the website. And with that, I will close public's comments off agenda. May I please have a motion to close this meeting?
Move.
Second.
I'll have a second. All in favor? Good night, everybody.